Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to do a deep dive into something that you probably already know a ton about, which is water.
Water.
But trust me,
Hmm.
we found some really cool stuff that you probably haven't thought about before.
Right.
We are looking at some excerpts from a document
Okay.
about all the unexpected benefits of being properly hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's important to drink water, but did you realize how much it can impact everything from your joints
Right.
to your brain power?
Yeah, it's easy to just think about water as just quenching thirst.
Right.
You get thirsty, you drink water.
Yeah.
But it's really remarkable how many different roles it plays in our bodies.
Totally. So let's start with something we can all relate to, like sweating.
Yeah.
We know we sweat to cool down,
Right.
but I found the science behind that whole process really interesting.
Right.
Like, how does water actually help our bodies get rid of that excess heat?
So water is really good at absorbing heat.
Okay.
When we sweat, the water evaporates off of our skin and it just takes the heat with it. And it's not just sweating. Even when we breathe, we're releasing water vapor,
Oh, wow.
which also helps us regulate our temperature.
Okay, so it's like a constant cooling system going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all thanks to water.
Yeah,
Okay, so that was like the obvious stuff.
right.
But then this document got into some things that I had honestly never even considered.
Okay.
Like, did you know that our joints need water to function properly?
Absolutely.
I had no idea.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that our joints are actually cushioned and lubricated by a special fluid.
Really?
Yeah, it's called synovial fluid.
Synovial fluid.
Yeah, and you can kind of think of it like the oil in a machine,
Okay.
It just helps everything move smoothly. And what's interesting is that water is a key component of this fluid. So it actually gives the fluid the right viscosity to cushion our joints effectively.
So are we like constantly losing this fluid?
We are, yeah.
And is that how we replenish it, by drinking water?
Yes, exactly. Through normal movement and activity, we lose some of that synovial fluid.
Right.
And when we drink enough water, we're replenishing it and keeping those joints healthy.
Okay, that makes total sense.
But if we don't drink enough,
Yeah.
that synovial fluid can become thicker, less effective as a lubricant.
Oh, no.
And that's when you start to experience that like stiff, maybe grinding feeling in your joints.
Wow, I never realized that was a direct connection.
Yeah.
It makes those like aches and pains a lot more understandable now.
Mm-hmm.
The document also mentioned something else that I thought was really interesting, which is how water can actually help prevent things like kidney stones
Right.
and UTIs.
Yeah, when you're well hydrated, your urine is less concentrated.
Okay.
And that makes it much harder for those mineral deposits, which are what kidney stones are, to
Oh.
form in the first place.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then as for UTIs, water helps to flush bacteria out of the urinary tract, which can lower your risk of infection.
So we're talking about prevention rather than cure, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on to another area where water plays a crucial role. And this is something that I always knew it was involved, but I was never really clear on the specifics.
Okay.
And that is digestion.
Right.
How exactly does water help us break down food?
So imagine water as a solvent.
Okay.
It breaks down a complex substance, right?
Yeah.
That's essentially what it's doing in our digestive system.
Mm.
It helps break down the food we eat, which allows our bodies to absorb all those nutrients more efficiently.
Okay.
And then, similar to what we were talking about with UTIs, it also helps move things along, if you know what I mean.
So basically, water helps things move along smoothly in more ways than one.
Exactly.
Okay, now on to a topic that's super trendy these days,
Okay.
detoxification.
Right.
Some people say it's a total myth, but some swear by it.
Yeah.
What role does water actually play in our body's natural detoxification processes?
So our bodies are amazing.
Yeah.
They are constantly working to eliminate waste products. That's just part of life. And this isn't about some like fad diet or magical cleanse. It's about supporting our body's natural systems.
Yeah.
And water is just essential for that.
Okay.
Think of it like a vehicle,
Okay.
helping to transport those waste products like urea, excess salts, all of that stuff,
Okay.
and get it out of our bodies through urine, sweat, all of those things.
Okay, so water isn't like magically removing toxins,
Right.
but it's a crucial part of our body's natural waste removal processes.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Mhm.
All right, now for what might be the most unexpected benefit of that,
Okay.
cognitive function.
Oh, yeah.
How on earth does drinking water affect our brain?
Think about how you feel when you haven't had enough water.
Yeah,
Maybe a bit foggy-headed, struggling to concentrate.
definitely.
All of those are signs that your brain isn't functioning at its best.
Right.
Our brains, just like every other organ in our body, need water
Okay.
to operate optimally.
So it's not like water makes you smarter,
Right.
but it helps your brain actually function at its peak.
Yeah, staying well hydrated improves blood flow to the brain,
Oh, okay.
which helps with everything, from
Wow.
memory to focus, even reaction time.
Fascinating. We've gone so far beyond simply quenching our thirst today.
Yeah, we have.
We've seen how water impacts our joints, our kidneys,
Mhm.
digestion, detoxification processes,
Mhm.
and even our brain function.
It's really amazing.
It is,
When you think about it, it highlights how important just consistent hydration is.
right, for like every aspect of our health.
Yeah, for our overall health and well-being.
Exactly. And it really makes you wonder, what happens when we don't drink enough water?
Yeah, right.
What are the consequences on the flip side?
What happens to all these systems if they're not getting what they need?
Exactly. That's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
In the meantime, go grab yourself a glass of water,
Stay hydrated.
stay hydrated.
And we'll see you next time for our next deep dive.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.